There is nothing quite like coming home after a long, stressful day and being greeted at the front door by a dog whose tail is wagging so hard their whole body shakes, right before they cover your face in sweet, sloppy kisses. For most of us, those puppy kisses are the ultimate sign of love and affection. But what if I told you that not all licking is love? What if I told you that sometimes, when your dog pins your arm down and licks it obsessively for 10 minutes straight, or when they frantically lick the carpet, the couch, or even the air, they are actually begging you for help? If you clicked on this video, you saw the vet warning. As pet parents, we are terrified of missing a medical red flag because our dogs cannot simply look at us and say, "My stomach is burning," or "I am having a panic attack." Instead, they use body language. And as a veterinarian, one of the most misunderstood cries for help I see is excessive, frantic licking. It can be a hidden sign of severe nausea, gastrointestinal pain like leaky gut, or deep psychological anxiety. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Tony Lee, your neighborhood veterinarian, and welcome back to the channel. First of all, I am just so overwhelmed by the support from this community. Seeing so many of you eager to learn the real science behind keeping your dogs healthy is the absolute highlight of my week. Today, we are doing a complete masterclass on canine behavior and internal medicine. We are going to decode the secret language of your dog's tongue. I am going to teach you exactly how to tell the difference between a normal, happy kiss and a dangerous medical lick. We will uncover the truth about hidden stomach pain, discuss the severe dangers of human skin creams, and give you practical, at-home tips to soothe your dog's anxiety and heal their gut. Grab a cup of tea or coffee, bring your furry best friend over to the couch, and let's translate what your dog is actually trying to tell you. Let's start with Chapter 1, the difference between love and panic. To understand when licking is a problem, we first have to understand why dogs lick in the first place. When your dog is a tiny puppy, their mother licks them to clean them, comfort them, and stimulate their breathing. Licking is biologically hardwired into their brains as a soothing mechanism. Furthermore, dogs love the salty taste of human skin, especially if you've just been sweating. So if your dog gives you a few gentle licks on the hand when you walk in the door, or licks your cheek while you're cuddling, that is perfectly normal. That is grooming behavior and affection. But the medical lick, the red flag, looks very different. I want you to picture this. Your dog is laying next to you. Suddenly, they start licking their lips repetitively. They swallow hard, gulping air. They might start licking your arm, but it's not gentle. It is frantic. It is repetitive. If you pull your arm away, they instantly move to licking the couch cushion, the carpet, the floorboards, or even the drywall. Their eyes might look a little wide or completely zoned out. If you see this happen, your dog is not trying to groom you. They are having what veterinarians call a lick fit, and it is a massive medical warning sign. This brings us to Chapter 2, the silent stomachache and nausea. When a human feels nauseous or has heartburn, we reach for an antacid pill. Dogs can't do that. When a dog has acid reflux, a burning stomach, or severe nausea, their body naturally commands them to swallow to push the acid back down. But to swallow repeatedly, they need saliva. How does a dog create a massive amount of saliva very quickly? By licking furiously. Dog saliva is naturally alkaline, meaning it acts as a mild antacid. When your dog is frantically licking your leg, the couch, or the floor, they are desperately trying to generate enough saliva to coat their esophagus and soothe the burning acid in their stomach. Often, this severe nausea is linked to a condition known as leaky gut syndrome, or what we veterinarians formally call increased intestinal permeability. Let's talk about this because it is one of the most misdiagnosed issues in veterinary medicine today. Inside your dog's small intestine, there is a lining made of millions of tiny cells packed tightly together. This lining acts like a security checkpoint. It allows digested nutrients to pass into the bloodstream, but it blocks harmful bacteria, toxins, and undigested food particles. However, if a dog is fed a poor diet, if they have chronic stress, or if they've been on heavy antibiotics, that intestinal lining becomes severely inflamed. The tight gaps between the cells stretch open. The gut becomes leaky. Suddenly, toxic bacteria and large food proteins are leaking directly into your dog's bloodstream. Imagine how that feels. Their body immediately sounds an internal alarm, triggering a massive inflammatory response. Their stomach hurts, they feel horribly nauseous, they feel bloated, and their body enters a state of panic. And what is their only way to self-soothe the nausea and pain? Frantic, obsessive licking. If your dog is waking up in the middle of the night doing this, or doing this right after meals, it is time for a serious conversation with your vet about their gastrointestinal health and possibly a diet change to heal their gut microbiome. Now let's move to Chapter 3, the mind lick, or canine anxiety. What if your vet checks out your dog's stomach, does blood work, and physically your dog is 100% perfectly healthy? Why are they still pinning you down and licking your hands for 20 minutes straight with a glazed look in their eyes? Well, my friends, licking doesn't just soothe the stomach, it soothes the mind. When a dog licks a surface continuously, their brain releases a heavy flood of endorphins and dopamine. These are the feel-good chemicals. It creates a mild narcotic, calming effect in their nervous system. If a dog is suffering from separation anxiety, if there is a thunderstorm outside, if you just moved to a new house, or even if they are just chronically bored and understimulated, they will use licking as a coping mechanism. It is exactly the canine equivalent of a human biting their fingernails down to the quick when they are nervous. Sometimes it goes so far that it becomes canine compulsive disorder, OCD. The dog becomes so addicted to the dopamine release of licking that they cannot stop. They will lick a hole right through your bed sheets or lick their own paws until they create deep, bleeding ulcers known as acral lick granulomas. If your dog is using licking to battle severe anxiety, we cannot just ignore it. We have to treat the root cause of the fear in their mind. But before we talk about how to fix these issues at home, I need to pause the masterclass for a moment to share Chapter 4. This is the what to avoid section. Because sometimes allowing your dog to lick your skin can actually put their life in immediate, fatal danger. Never, ever let your dog lick your arms, hands, or legs if you use medicated topical skin creams. In the veterinary ER, this is a tragically common and heartbreaking scenario. Pet parents will apply a prescription human cream to their skin before bed, get into bed, and their loving dog will come over and lick their arm. If you use topical estrogen or hormone replacement creams, your dog licking it will absorb those hormones, leading to severe bone marrow suppression and hair loss. If you use psoriasis creams containing the drug called calcipotriene, even a few licks will cause a massive spike in your dog's blood calcium levels, leading directly to acute kidney failure. And if you use human arthritis or pain relief creams like diclofenac or Voltaren gel, letting your dog lick it off your skin can cause fatal, bleeding stomach ulcers within 24 hours. I do not say this to scare you. I say this to empower you. If you use any medical ointments, put on long sleeves or pants immediately after applying them, and absolutely do not let your dog lick that area. Treating our dogs like humans is wonderful when it comes to love, but human medicine is deadly to canine biology. All right, moving to Chapter 5, let's get into the solutions. How do we properly protect and care for our dogs when they are doing this? What are the vet-approved daily tips? Tip number 1, do not punish the behavior. If your dog is having a lick fit on your carpet, please do not yell at them. Do not spray them with a water bottle, and do not aggressively push them away. Remember what we just learned. They are either in physical pain, terribly nauseous, or suffering from a panic attack. If you yell at an anxious, nauseous dog, you are only going to multiply their fear. Tip number 2, redirect with safe licking. Since we know licking releases soothing dopamine, let's use that to our advantage. If your dog starts frantically licking you or the furniture out of anxiety, redirect them to a lick mat. You can buy these textured silicone mats at any pet store. Smear a spoonful of dog-safe plain yogurt, pure pumpkin puree, or natural 100% xylitol-free peanut butter on it, and freeze it. Always check the label because xylitol is a sweetener that is highly toxic to dogs. When you give them the frozen lick mat, it takes them 30 minutes to lick it clean. This gives them the dopamine hit they are craving, safely tires out their brain, and stops them from destroying your couch or stressing themselves out. Tip number 3, soothe the gut. If you suspect the licking is coming from a minor upset tummy, acid reflux, or early leaky gut, you can start helping them at home immediately. Introduce a high-quality, canine-specific probiotic into their daily meals to repopulate the gut with good bacteria. You can also offer a few tablespoons of pure, unsalted bone broth, making sure it has no onions or garlic. And if you want to add an extra gut healing boost, a small sprinkle of finely ground pumpkin seeds can work wonders. Just make sure they are completely crushed up so your dog's digestive system can actually absorb the nutrients. Tip number 4, know when to call the vet. If your dog has a lick fit once every few months because they ate a piece of garbage in the yard, a lick mat and some bone broth might be all they need. However, if this frantic licking is happening every day, if they are pacing around the house unable to sleep, or if it is accompanied by vomiting and diarrhea, do not try to fix it at home. That is your dog begging you for professional help. Call your vet. We have highly effective, safe medications that can instantly stop their nausea, neutralize their stomach acid, or relieve their anxiety, bringing your sweet dog immediate peace. Our dogs speak the most incredibly complex, beautiful language. They just don't use words to do it. Every single lick, every tail wag, and every strange little habit is a sentence they are trying to communicate to you. When you take the time to learn their language, like understanding that frantic licking isn't just a quirky habit, but a plea for comfort, you become the hero of your dog's story. You are protecting them in ways they can't protect themselves, and that makes you an absolutely phenomenal pet parent. Thank you so much for spending your valuable time with me today to learn. If this masterclass opened your eyes to your dog's behavior, please hit that like button. It helps push this educational video out to other pet parents who might have a dog suffering in silence, and you could literally be helping save another pet's life. So hit that subscribe button so you never miss our daily vet tips. And I would love it if you dropped a comment below. Tell me about your dog. Are they a big kisser? Have you ever witnessed one of these scary lick fits? Let's chat about it down in the comments section. Give your furry best friend a gentle, loving scratch behind the ears for Dr. Tony today. Trust your instincts, love them fiercely, and I will see you all in the very next video.